time for 3 burning questions with Otis. Three.
Nephew Otis in the house.
And I don't know football. Nephew Otis is in the house, and I don't know jack about football. But let's give it a go. Here we go. 3 burning questions with Nephew Otis. Let's get question number 1.
Otis Frying here, back 3 burning questions. Woo! Question 1. Ever since Travis Kelce started dating Taylor Swift, he kind of sucks at football. Does falling in love make you a worse athlete?
Man, so listen, I don't know if the relationship with Taylor Swift has had an effect on Travis Kelce. I also think, the fact that Travis Kelce is on the back end of his career.
He's 35 years old, man.
35. He's getting a little bit older. I think he's still a really good tight end in the NFL, but I don't think his downfall, if you want to call it a downfall, or his dissension, I don't know if it's anything to do with Taylor Swift. I think it just has something to do with he's getting older, and he's got a lot of miles on that body. A lot of playoff miles, right? I mean, he's a part of the Kansas City Chiefs dynasty. He is the Patrick Mahomes sidekick for all those years that they've been successful. So I don't know if Taylor Swift has contributed to Travis Kelce sucking, but I think
you don't know that for sure.
But I think that it's just the point of his career, and I think that this is going to be it for Travis Kelce. I think that he wanted to, get one last crack at the Super Bowl, and then he's going to become a podcaster / endorsement guy, a guy that's going to be doing some media work alongside his brother Jason Kelce. So, yeah, I think that this year is the last year of Travis Kelce with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't have a lot to add. I mean, it wasn't that he started dating. It's because he got engaged. Don't do it. No, just kidding. Travis Kelce, yeah, he's just he's got a lot of miles on his body, buddy, and he's had a great career, Hall of Fame career. Not the greatest tight end of all time in my book, but one of the top tight ends, a Hall of Famer for sure. And I root for love, so I hope they have a very, very beautiful marriage relationship for forever.
Very unique conversation about the greatest tight end of all time, because when someone says Travis Kelce is the greatest tight end of all time, I don't really push back on it. But when you think about accolades, the overall skill set of a tight end, right? Because not only do you have to be a great pass catcher, but you also have to be a damn good blocker too. And
Gronk,
in my opinion, no one was better than that than Rob Gronkowski.
And you know what his secret weapon was?
That he was big as hell and couldn't go down.
Still single. Okay.
he was dating like a Sports Illustrated supermodel during his time with the Patriots.
Dating.
He's right.
Just making a full circle for comedic effect. Has nothing to do with it, unless you're a boxer. And then the thing you're supposed to not do before a big fight, it is actually true. It takes the legs out.
Question 2. In my fantasy football league, my cousin won't stop offering me these horrible, dumb trade offers. How do you handle a fantasy football owner that won't stop offering you dumb trade offers?
Come on, Xavier. Be better.
No, it's our guy, Mozzie. Okay. Otis, I've got a long and storied history of finding techniques to deal with it, because that person is your dad. And I've dealt with it for over 20 years of he makes the offer, sends a text, maybe a call, trying to convince me why it's good for me. And I'm like, well, if it's so good for me, why would you trade this guy? He's like, well, it's just the way that the puzzle works. This works for you and works for me. And just we have different puzzles and they just fit differently. Here's the way you deal with it. And I found it the best way possible. Do nothing. Just ignore it. You let that trade offer just linger in the air and don't respond to it whatsoever. It drives the person who makes those offers crazy. In fact, when you're dealing with annoying people and stupidity, which you can never out-argue stupidity, ignoring them is also a good technique. So what I would say is don't do anything, let it linger, be in the air, and who knows, maybe that trade offer is still out there and your guy gets hurt and is out for the season and you press accept. That's his problem.
So let it linger like the Cranberries.
That's right. And you have to let it linger. Got anything to add there?
No, I'm such a fool for you, man.
I know you are.
So would you counter him with a even dumber offer,
No,
or is it
I've
just
done
not
that.
worth
I've
your
done
energy?
that because then you're just creating more. You're creating more junk mail, right? Just ignore it completely. It does not exist unless your guy gets injured and he's out for the season, and then you just like accept. And he's like, "Oh, but he got hurt, but you made the offer and it was still out there." There is a method for you to take it back. That's your problem, bro.
I've got nothing to add to that.
Yeah, that's rock solid.
Yeah.
By the way, Otis getting down on some fantasy football?
Otis loves football at levels that are at Uncle Ollie's levels.
Man, Otis,
Wow.
shout out to you, man. I wasn't even considering fantasy football until I was much older in life. So, dude,
First
shout out to you,
foray,
man.
there's people that are really smart that go to really high-level schools, and you would look at their dictionaries, and they've got all the dictionary words like highlighted because that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Otis is doing that, but it's with a book called The History of Football, which is also on my table in my living room. So
Tattered and frayed and seen
So
miles.
Otis and I are reading the same books.
Shout out to you, Otis, man.
Try Benicula, Otis. Great book.
Question 3. If your favorite team had to switch logos and jerseys with one other team, who would it be and why would it be the Falcons?
Yeah, that's a good one, Otis, just because black and red, they just go well together. That's a great color scheme. As far as the logo, nah, give me the old school Falcons logo from back in the day when Michael Vick first started with the Falcons.
Yeah,
Not the biggest fan of the current.
The
rendition.
red, yeah. I mean, the red helmet with the Falcon. The Falcons are not even in my top 5, buddy. If I had to switch logos and jerseys with another team, you got to give me. I'm gonna get this a tie for first, and the second one is gonna shock the world.
Wow.
It's
Oh,
not the
no.
Cleveland Browns.
Okay, I was going to say,
I'm not.
I want a football helmet
Yeah.
as my logo. That's
No,
what I
no.
want.
No. If I ever said something like that, I need an intervention immediately. Something is wrong. Creamsicle jerseys, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I love it
Yeah.
so much. I'm going to get a Doug Williams, number 12, creamsicle jersey. And the other jersey that I have that's non-Steelers is a blue Barry Sanders. Those will be the 2 jerseys I have. So Doug Williams, creamsicle. This is hard. The skull and crossbones of the Raiders is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like the Raiders.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to have to make sure this never airs.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sending this to my brother Amir, who's a Raiders fan. But yeah, having the Raiders uniform. If you had to get rid of the best uniform in football, which is that of the Pittsburgh Steelers and the hypercycloids on the side of the left side of the helmet, the black and gold terrible towels waving, Renegade playing in the background, the crowd going crazy. Other than that, yeah, give me the Raiders skull and crossbones.
But the Raiders, or excuse me, the Browns concept with the Pittsburgh Steelers with that logo that you said on the side of the helmet, that could work,
Nope.
right?
No, brown and orange just does not work for me.
Oh, I was just talking about the logo.
Yeah,
Just like if they kept the colors
black and gold.
and it was like the helmet.
The orange helmet.
No, it was like the normal pit. Like forget the color scheme.
Yeah.
If they just took the logo itself, the helmet, the Pittsburgh Steelers helmet, it was still black and gold, but you are also known for just the helmet. I think that'd be a cool look.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean,
Yeah.
in a way, that is kind of what he's known for.
Well, the Steelers helmet, the history of it is only on one side of the helmet
Yeah.
because that was that's the way the helmets were of the steelworkers.
Yeah.
It'd only be on one side, and they're the Steelers. So, anyway, Tampa Bay. That's a great question, Otis. Tampa Bay
question.
creamsicles, the old Buccaneer with the knife in his mouth,
Yeah.
and the Raiders.
Yeah, the Buccaneer with the knife with the sword in his mouth, that is a great look. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are actually rolling out the creamsicles this week. It's the white jerseys with the creamsicle numbers.
Beautiful.
It's going to look so sexy, man.
Yeah.
So I'm right there with you with the creamsicle look. My favorite team is the Chargers. Can I say the Houston Oilers color scheme,
I'd
even
say
though they're
that's
similar
sure,
colors?
valid.
Sure you can. Yeah, Houston
Okay.
Oilers. I mean, that was
Baby blue with like red trim.
they should have kept the Browns when they moved to Baltimore, but they kept the Browns history and the colors and the logos. They should have done that in Houston too. It should be the Houston Oilers. And it's, I think, actually criminal that the Tennessee Titans get to wear that as their throwback jersey.
Yeah. Should be the Texans, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm uninformed. How much oil is there in the state of Tennessee?
Several.
It's like the Utah Jazz. What was the name of that great jazz player that came from Utah?
Dan Smith?
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Also, as far as logos go,
he plays a great clarinet.
Yeah. But if we're talking about like current teams, current color scheme, I like the Miami Dolphins look, like that teal with the orange. I think it's a good look.
I'd go Baltimore.
Soft.
And the Dolphins logo from like the Chad Pennington days, like the Ronnie Brown, like whatever it.
Yeah.
The old school Dolphins.
The Dolphin
logo
was bigger.
Yeah, had a football helmet on it as well.
But I'll tell you what I'm not choosing. This is for my cousin Mark. The new Broncos jerseys. The fact that you have, again, criminal. You've got you had a great jersey, the old Broncos uniforms with the big D with the horse in the middle of the D, the blue helmet. You had it perfect. And now you're doing what Greg Byrne did with Arizona with the rainbow jerseys and saying it looks good on TV is dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. It's dumb. Yeah. So Broncos on the bottom of the list.
Bring back the horse D.
Yes,
you know, one more? The old Patriots look.
Oh, the guy snapping the football?
Snapping the football on the side of the helmet. Steve Grogan, Craig James. Yeah. Oh, man. Moises Tuitapatoa, whatever his name is. The red jersey. Yeah. The red jersey, the white pants. That was pretty good, too.
When Pete Carroll was a coach, was that their logo?
I don't.
Or did they move on from that?
I do believe that is true.
Okay.
They changed their uniform under Pete Carroll.
All right. 3 burning questions with Nephew Otis. Great job this week, Nephew Otis.
Otis, once again, great job of taking questions your dad wants to ask and making them better.
And you make our show better.
You're
Otis.
like BASF of the Farhang family, especially when it comes to your dad. You took a lot from him, but you just made it a little bit better.